Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Minecraft Let's Play. Got so much to show you and talk about. Take a look at my inventory right now. Take a look at it. I've gone on a lot of mining, and I love the rates for the granite, diorite, andesite. Still getting the names down. I love the rates for that because it's just so nice to not have to try so hard to get them. And we're going to be using them a lot today, as well as, do we need, well, let me just make some while we do stuff, because we might need it. Oh, gold. And today we're going to be talking about the summer, which is coming up, which actually, I am done with my classes and mostly done with my work, so theoretically my summer has begun and I could get back to everyday streaming. We just need a few as soon as possible, so I will be doing that. And oh, here we go, here it is. Let's take a look. So before we talk about the fun stuff we're going to talk about today, I'm going to show you what I have done and what I have chosen for design. I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts about it. I know it looks a little random from in here. It's very much not random, but I don't know whether or not you guys are going to like it or not. So, here we have diorite, granite, and andesite. Yeah, archway here. Very cool. Then we have andesite floor all the way up, or it's gonna be all the way up. As you can see, we haven't gotten finished yet. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So that's cool. And I like the way that these two look together, the stone slabs and the andesite. I like it better than the stone slabs and stone. A lot better, actually. So that's why that's going to be the floor. And then in here I just sort of did this to see what it would look like, and I kind of liked it, and now I'm not so sure if I like it again, so I'm interested to hear what you guys think. But it's stripes, sort of. It's what I was thinking about doing, and what I actually think that if I was going to do this again, I would do it horizontally rather than vertically. But it's like layers, kind of. So we have granite and diorite, granite, diorite, granite, diorite, granite, diorite, granite, diorite, in these stripes like this. So up here in the ceiling, it looks like stripes. But then over here on the wall, you can see it's like layer, like that's granite, diorite. You can't remember it. Granite, diorite, granite, diorite, granite, diorite, right? Pretty cool. And then when I got up to about here, I switched it. I turned it 90 degrees so that now the stripes are going this way, right? Diorite, granite, diorite, granite, diorite. And then when we got up to about here, I switched it again. Or we're gonna switch it again and do this way. And we're gonna see how that looks. And hopefully that looks good. Like I said, if I were to do it again, it might be interesting to see what it would look like if I had done granite, diorite, like that instead. But who knows? So today we're going to be talking about the summer and what we got in store for the summer, and some things that I want to do that I might need you guys' help with, and also things that restructuring of things that we already have. So as many of you probably know, who watched me last summer, I streamed almost every day. There were a few exceptions to that. I do know now that I will be working in the same place I was last year, so there was a last summer there was like a 7-week period where my streams could every now and then miss a day because I was too tired from work. I think that'll happen less this year because I'm going. Last year was the first summer that I had been in the job at this certain. I'd been at the same place before, but I had gotten a promotion, I guess you would say, to a different position. So I was a little stressed because of that, I think. And I think that hopefully for this next summer I will be, hopefully things won't be as stressful. I always think that, and of course things always are stressful. So we'll see what happens, but I will do my best to not be. I actually think these need to be. Let's get some of this on the bar. Kind of out of food. It's unfortunate. But I did get to do a ton of streaming last summer. Whoops, that's not right. So either way, we'll get to do a ton of streaming this summer too. I'm not worried about that, and you guys shouldn't be either. So then let's talk about the changes to streaming and everything. So it's still going to be every day that I can do it. Still going to do it like that. We'll figure that out once we finish it. Okay. Still going to be. Still going to have Minecraft. I know you guys. Oh, okay. I know a lot of you guys came for Minecraft and want to only see. Oops, I blew it. Only see Minecraft. But I want to try to introduce. I want to try to do a few things differently. The first thing is that I want to try to my best to split my time between YouTube and streaming pretty evenly. I want to have at least one stream every night, and I want to have at least one video go live every day, which is a tall order and a lot of work, on top of the fact that, like I already said, I'll still be working, so we'll see what happens there, but I'm pretty confident that I can do that. Of course, the number one thing that will help me do it is if that I can actually see your guys' response, even if it's not, oh, I love it, you know, you don't have to like it even, just for you to care and say, that wasn't so good, but I watched it for a second, and don't do that anymore, do something else, you know, and then make some sort of progress. That will be enough for me. Yeah, so that's one change. Another change is that I don't, or I do want to start streaming other games sometimes. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know if one day a week it'll be a different game, or maybe on weekends they'll have like a morning bonus stream or something like that of different games. I have a lot of games I could stream. I could stream Smite, Kingdoms Rise, Nosgoth. Kingdoms Rise sometimes doesn't have enough players online for you to. Sometimes it's a game I found at PAX, and it might be the only. It's very in development, and it's indie and has a very small community. Very, very small. Like there's like an average of like 6 players online at any given time, and although that's enough to play one game, sometimes I'm the only one online, and then that's not enough to play a game because it is a multiplayer competitive game, so you're fighting no one. Smite is a MOBA. Nosgoth is slowly improving their matchmaking. They have the same issue, except that that's a Square Enix game, it's not indie, and it's, let me change this entrance. I had this whole entrance over here with like a nice pattern in it, but I think I'm going to have it fit in like this a bit more. Yeah, that's pretty good. What was I saying? Right, so that one was just that they don't have enough, or they didn't have enough players online to, sometimes you would have some trouble getting in a game. But that's slowly improving because it's like in closed beta, but you can like apply for a key and they're increasing the people who are they're letting in and all this other stuff. I got some keys at PAX and blah 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 blah. So that is a viable option. There are many other options, but that's something to keep in mind. If you have suggestions, let me know. You know, I also could do playthroughs of other games. I probably am going to start the summer off at some point soon with a nice long stream of a playthrough of a game called Daylight, I think. And it is a horror game with Twitch integration where you guys can type commands into chat and it will trigger events to happen in the game. Like, you guys can be nice and give me items, I think. And then you can also be mean and cause scary things to happen, and I'll pee my pants, and it'll all be hilarious. Yeah. Another thing that's changing is that I'm going to, right now, we've talked about this I got way too much of this andesite. I think we're done with the andesite. I mean, I'll probably keep some on me because... Oh, this, by the way, is going to go down somewhere else. It might pop out by the lake again. It might go down to, like, a branch mine. I don't know what it's going to happen here. We're pretty high up. We're, like, way above the sky. Yeah, we're at Y73, so going down to a branch mine would be a little silly. But this might just look too crazy. Interested to hear what you guys say about it. Yeah, so another thing that I want to do... Let's do the other way around. These areas where it goes from striping this way to striping this way. Or whatever it is. Kind of weird. Like, this is one of those points. It's a little strange. That's fine. When you do YouTube or streaming or whatever, you know, you have a workflow. One of the reasons why I initially went to Twitch and why I initially put a lot of work into that is because it had an easier workflow for my situation. I set up the streaming software and my webcam, and I streamed, and then I stopped, and it was done. The flow on YouTube is a little different. You set up your recording software and your webcam, or if you're going to use one, and your microphone. How did that go? I think it was like that. Oh, I didn't look at it carefully enough. It was actually like that. And we can shape this again later. And you have your webcam, microphone, recording software, all the other stuff, and then you have your editing software, and then you have YouTube, however you're going to upload YouTube videos, which I think for most people is the web interface. And then you have maybe the annotations and all that other stuff. It's a little bit more complicated, right? There's still a lot, believe me, it's not easy to stream, and there's still a lot of setup. I mean, you still have to set up your Twitch channel page with all the links and descriptions, you have to set up your chat moderator robot, you have to set up your commands for the chat moderator, but like when I started streaming, I just kept it small and I went, and I didn't have many custom commands, I let my community kind of create the commands by what sort of information was needed, and what sort of came out as things that needed the commands, and also I was lucky enough to have awesome moderators who most of my commands they created themselves, which is super cool that they just took initiative to do that, and I didn't have to do it all myself, etc. So yeah, now that we're getting bigger, or that we know that we can get bigger, we're pretty small right now, but the workflow is getting complicated again, and that's not good for me, I can tell you that for sure. And the reason why is because I'm the kind of person that can't really handle it when things get a little too complicated. And you know, if I start putting in too much time on the busy work and not enough time on the actual content creating, things get lost along the way. I have too many series going, then I will, you know, be too much recording and editing and uploading, and you know, I have to make sure that I don't spend my whole time recording and no time editing and uploading, and then no videos get put out to you guys or whatever. And I need to think about upscaling things, getting things to be a bit more official, a bit more scheduled, a little bit less go as, you know, make it up as I go along sort of deal. And to justify the amount of time that I would be putting in to give you guys the higher quality content, I need to start getting something a little bit more out of it. If I want this to be something that I pursue professionally, it needs to be a sort of surefire thing that will work. I'm putting some diagonal lines in here, because this is another one of those transition areas that's a little weird. And it just so happens that there's this new thing going around. It's currently becoming a fad, and I certainly hope it sticks around, because it is a great system, and it is called Patreon. You probably have heard of it, maybe not. Might swap out the torches in here for other lighting. And what it is basically a way of having fans help support the people who create content on the internet. Let's go run through it here, take a look at it, and then we'll sleep. And the way it works is basically I pick a thing that I will do for money, something measurable. So that could be, I've thought about it a lot, and some people do it, like people who do covers of songs, they have be every song cover, or every page of my webcomic, or every episode of my cooking show, or whatever it is. So for me, it could be every episode of my Let's Play. I don't like that idea, because I don't have a very big Let's Play. It could be every stream that I run that lasts, I don't have a bow. Every stream that I do that lasts longer than 5 hours. That's a possibility, that's something I've thought about. It could be every... okay, let's start storing some stuff in the chest up here. Yeah, we'll put it in here. Let's do cobblestone. Let's do like 2 rows of cobblestone. And like 1 row of smooth stone. 1 row of andesite. Both kinds, polished and not. I don't think there's I think I'm going to keep most of my stuff in the not polished state, because it's easier to... because you can go from not polished to polished, but not the other way around. Okay, cool, that's good. Do we have any extra leather? I don't think we do. We'll find out. Oh, I replaced that gravel mound here with dirt. Looks better that way. Oh, and now we can actually go through and remove these ladders. So let's do that. So basically, and then you guys, if you so chose, would become a patron of my channels, YouTube, Twitch, and otherwise. If you wanted to, it's optional, and you would be able to support me through a donation every time I did that. So let's pretend that I set it to, I could also set it to once per month, or I could set it to once per 5-hour stream, or whatever, or 8-hour stream if we wanted to say only the really long ones. And basically the way it goes is that every time I did that, every time I streamed for more than 8 hours, you guys would give me whatever the amount was you said you would. So you could say you want to support me with $1, and I would get $1 from you. And you can, they also have this feature that lets you say, as long as I haven't spent more than this month. So that way, if I stream more than 8 hours every single day, and you guys were like, you didn't want to spend the $31 a month, because if for $1 a stream, then it would make sure you didn't do that. But yeah, so it would be a way of supporting, and they have this whole Kickstarter like reward system, where if you are past a certain amount per month, you can get rewards, and those rewards can include stuff like a thank you at the end of my LP episodes, a shout out on the stream. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it be like an hour, or every 2 hours I'll go through the list of names on a shout out on the stream. And this is an interesting system because it's in direct competition with the Twitch partnership program and YouTube ads, YouTube partnerships with the ads, and it's in competition with, I think about like what else you could say, but it's in competition with that sort of a thing, because a lot of people are saying, if you guys raise a certain amount of money on Patreon with me, I will turn off ads in my videos, and they're saying that because ads turn people away. Some people don't have time in between them, whatever they're doing, and maybe they're going to school and they work after school, and oh, don't go up there, gotta go through the path. They don't have time to watch a 30-second ad, and also, or they don't want to watch a 30-second ad, or whatever it is. I don't know. Seems it is in competition though, and a lot of people are saying that, oh, you help me out on Patreon and I will turn off my ads. And I'm gonna turn a stack of this. Space. Lots of andesite. And oh, that's right. One project I did want to do today. We don't really have time today. We're gonna make a little diving board off of here. And yeah, so read it out, read up on it, check it out. I think I've settled on the fact that I will be starting a page, and what I was talking about in the beginning with the restructuring is basically going to be the getting on the server, because the other thing is if you're a patron for me, you get access to some special stuff. Not only do you get the rewards that you would get for being a patron, you also get to communicate with me on it's like a chat thing. They call it a stream, they call it a Patreon stream, but it's not like a Twitch stream. It's different than that. It's sort of like a Facebook wall from what I can tell, but you get to talk with me on it and with each other on it, and it's a conversation that only the people who choose, only my biggest fans who chose to become patrons will see, And there's also a sort of like another Facebook wall style thing for me to make posts for content that only people who are patrons can see. So maybe we've got our Minecraft Let's Play here on YouTube, anyone can watch it, patron or not. We've got custom mod pack testing, we've got pixel piracy, we've got maybe some other games. I know there's going to be one game that I'm going to put out on YouTube coming in like a week or two that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. I don't know how much I'll be playing of it, maybe just a couple of videos though. And my streams still be free, right? But I might put out like a podcast only for my patrons or something like that, that is content that I don't think would fit my average viewers because it's not my average content, but those of you who are big fans might still be interested. So it lets me give you guys that extra stuff while also being supported by you guys. I love this area with the trees, or the flowers rather. And what else? I was gonna say one more thing. Oh yeah, it lets me do that. It lets you give the rewards, and also going back to the initial point about workflow, is it's all in one place. Currently, I have to link you guys to the Buycraft website so that you guys can get added to this server. Which here we are again, not on Bucket. And the Buycraft thing doesn't even work. Then I have to link you guys to the stream donations page set up by the Night people. The Night guy. One guy. I'm gonna grab some, oh wait, no, we have spruce. And we have dark oak. What do we not? We don't have... Do we have... I'm trying to think about what trees we don't have. I don't think we have birch saplings. We just, like, cut down the birch in the area. We might have saplings of birch. I need jungle, and I need acacia. I know where to get acacia. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna call this episode here, though, once I finish my thought. So it lets me those, back to the idea of workflow, I have to link you to the guys of streaming donations to donate just normal. And it's complicated and it's not conducive, and I don't have a list. I don't have one list of all the people who have helped me out financially, and it's not it's confusing to you guys and it's confusing to me, and it's not a good workflow, and it's to the point where I don't do anything with it. You know, I don't have rewards. I don't do giveaways. I don't. The only thing that I have is getting on this server. And even that, no one has done in months because it's not really clear even how you do that. Or, yeah, exactly. So, boats and hoes. So, yeah, what I'm going to be doing is switching it all over to Patreon. It's going to let me control very closely who gets to see what content, and all the content that you see now will still be available to everyone. It's available to everyone now, and it still will be. There we go. There will be some more content, bonus content that, like I said, might not be a fit for everyone, and I will show that on Patreon. So this is in no way like I'm making it. You have to pay to see me. No, I still want everyone to be able to come hang out with us. It's just people who might want a little more than what we already offer. And yeah, so this is not the official announcement video. This is I want you guys, if you've never heard of it, maybe go hear about it. Go hear about it a little bit. Hear about it more. And maybe if you have heard about it, let me know. If you've used it, let me know what you think, because I've never used it. If you love it, hate it, etc. If you're worried about it, oh, that's my only food. Great. You know, I want to hear all that. So, where did we come from? We were just here. Where did we come from? I think we came from that way. Well, I'll get back home myself. Yeah, we came from this way. So thanks for watching, everybody. Check out Patreon, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys all in the stream, in the future videos, and possibly soon over at Patreon. See you later. Eddie out.